Hi, everybody. Coming to you from my kitchen today to talk about one of those hard to declutter categories. And that is the mementos and gifts from family members. So I'm coming to you from my kitchen today because I have a story about my grandmother. I was very close to both of my grandparents. My dad's mother actually lived with us for about 10 years. And my mom's mom lived very close by, within a couple of miles of us, for the majority of my life. Now, my mom's mom was very crafty. And of course, like all grandmothers, she gave us grandkids a lot of gifts. And a lot of those were homemade. I remember one year she made all the girls in the family nightgowns, and we all matched. And I have a picture of all of the girls, the cousins, my mom, her daughter-in-laws, everybody had matching nightgowns. Of course, the nightgowns didn't last forever. My grandmother also, when I was younger, made me one of those soft Cabbage Patch dolls that were very popular in the 80s. And she worked on it. She made my sister and I both one. We got to pick the eye color, the hair color. I absolutely loved it. I saved that doll for years and years. Even after I got married, I took that doll with me wherever I went, because I thought one day I'm going to have a child, and that child hopefully will be a girl, and she will love this doll that her great grandmother made. Well, I had kids, 2 girls. Neither one of them had any interest in that Cabbage Patch doll. Those were not the thing. So I felt bad getting rid of it because I knew how much work it was, but really it was soiled. Some of the arms and legs had been worn thin. It just wasn't like it was when it was new, and it was pretty big. And I was packing it up and moving it and all the various moves that we did. So I eventually decided to take a picture of it and get rid of it. It was sad, but it was okay. My girls didn't want it. It wasn't useful to anybody anymore. But I have the memory. And in fact, the memory of that doll, the doll looks even better than it did when I finally let it go. So sometimes the memory is actually better than having the actual thing. I remember how I felt when I got it. I remember what that doll looked like when I got it. So that was cool. My grandmother also made formal dresses for me for dances in high school. She just did a lot. Very neat lady. Of course, those dresses I outgrew, different styles. So I don't have any of those. I don't have a ton of stuff from this grandmother, but one thing I do have is this picture right here that hangs in my kitchen every day. Here it is. Nothing super special, but she took up painting. In her later years, she just wanted something else to do, and her initials are on here. And this was painted in 1993. And so what is special about this painting in 1993? First, it was the year we got married. My husband and I got married. And our family, even extended family that we spent holidays with, had decided the year before that we were not going to buy any Christmas presents. Christmas of 1993. All the gifts that were made, or all the gifts that were given, were going to have to be made by the giver. So we had a whole year to plan it. And it was probably one of the most fun Christmases ever, because everybody kept everything a secret and nobody knew what anybody was getting. And the ideas were amazing of the things that got made and traded. And this painting was one of those things. And on the back, it says, "To Jill Hart from Grandma." So I have such great memories of the Christmas when I got this, and having it hang here on my wall where I can see it every day. There's no chance of me forgetting my grandmother. Well, I never forget her anyway, but I know how a lot of people think they have to keep the stuff to keep the memory of a loved one alive. But I just want to let you know that you can be very picky on the things that you keep. And if you keep things that you can use and see on a daily basis and have stories like this story of the Christmas that go with those items, it's better than keeping a whole bunch of other stuff that really doesn't have a lot of meaning. You want to keep the most important things that have the best meaning. So hopefully that helped you today with decluttering some family keepsakes, some family mementos, some gifts. And just remember, check out my website to get more information and resources about decluttering and downsizing. Sign up for my newsletter so you see when new videos come out. And until next time, have a good time going through your stuff.